Hey guys, what's up? KylaTea here, and this is a mini vlog of me and my friends hanging out at Wizard Quest in Wisconsin Dells during the joint bachelorette party that I went to last weekend because we're a bunch of nerds. So this place is actually a interactive like quest environment where you get this tablet and you go up to these different stations and get quests from different characters, and you just go around and you solve them while walking through these very immersive environments. I have to say, when approaching the building, it doesn't seem like the outside doesn't really seem like a lot, but when you walk in, the amount of detail put into the models, the dioramas, the environments, the lighting is just beyond what I personally expected. And apparently this is a new location that they moved into back in 2021 because they outgrew the last spot, and I can see why. It's so detailed and immersive. Like even here in this section where you're underwater, you can see like the lily pads above you, or winding through the trees in the forest, and you can even see details where there's like faces molded into the tree trunks because of some curse that's in there. Like the level of detail and care put into the setting and also the stories that you're given on the tablet to complete the quest are just I love them. I love them, honestly. And a lot of this footage is from our first quest because we were morons and picked the hardest one to do first, which we did not know. We just picked a direction and went into it, but we got to see all of the spots pretty much because of this. So we saw the aviary, we saw the forest lands. We really went all out on this. Now, there's one thing that I really loved about this space is that there's always something to find. Like there's always small little like holes or like windows where if you peek through you can find something just truly amazing, like this giant ogre just sitting in a cave. And the quest, depending on which one you get, encourage you to look like closely. But I do wonder, like, what was the old space like? Because they've utilized this large space really well, and I can only imagine how much they had jam packed into the old spot. But they did a phenomenal job with like filling this space up and making it not seem like empty. It's just full enough. Now, one thing that I really liked was the mirror maze. Now, if you are epileptic, don't go in here. Just don't. The lights are flashing. It's a lot. But this mirror maze, I feel, was just the right amount of difficulty so that like younger kids can feel their way through and not get scared of getting lost. And there's also like another thing that you can do in here to help find clues for another quest, which I thought was amazing. I didn't get the footage in here of the other thing that kind of spooked us, but here are Rainy and Patrick. They were pretty much our guides through this whole thing. They are like problem solvers to the max. Well, me and my other friend Kim were just taking pretty pictures as we walked through. We were pretty much just following them. They were just on a roll, as you can see by me literally running after them up the stairs. But yeah, I want to say I think we got through 5 quests because of them, so hey, it paid off. I thought I'd go through a couple of quests that I really liked. One was this guy. So there's like a small creature in this automaton who opened up a rift somehow to a different dimension, and a pigeon from New York flew through. And you have to go find the pigeon because he wants him to experiment on him, but turns out he got kidnapped by harpies. And you have the choice of like bringing him back to the doctor or just letting the pigeon live out his days with his new harpy girlfriend. And we let him live out his days. Also, our turtle friend here, we saw him through the door when we were paying for our tickets, and we were like, we have to go see the turtle. It was amazing. That's a wonderful model. Also, we ended up in one of our quests going down pretty much through the underdark, like the underworld, into the literal fiery depths of wherever this is. Like it's pretty much like the mines of the world, where we had to go and find like a dragon skull and hide out. And this area, I'm assuming, is like one of the starting points because it was pretty crowded. And a lot of our quest markers to complete the 2 quests we did down here were within walking distance. So this is probably the easy start area. But this one also had like a lot of crawling, a lot of bending of the knees, which, I mean, it's pretty much designed for children, although everybody can get involved. But you know, we were kind of like, at some point after bending and crawling all day long, we were like, oh god, we ain't that young no more. We can't be doing this all the time. But I have to say, and all of my friends agreed, because we were in a large group, we split up into smaller sections, so my other friends were off doing their own quests and their own thing, that this was so incredibly well done, and it is designed for you to come back. I think they also might change up certain quests from time to time, and honestly, I would love to come back to the Dells and come back to the specific attraction to see what they have. But yeah, I just thought I'd show this. I have some other projects on the way, but I hope that you enjoy this little look over to tide you over. And I'll see you guys in the next one. This is KylaTea signing out. Stay adventurous.